Hola, ¿cómo estas? Bienvenidos, par for the course. Back for the third part of the Patrick Reed series. We're just going to break down and further solidify why he's one of the most hated pro golfers in the game as of today. If you haven't had a chance, go check out the first two parts of this series. I'll link it in the description and put a card at the end of this video so you can backtrack. They don't necessarily have to be watched in order to get the full impact of why Patrick Reed is an asshole. Let's go back to his early career when, after a few wins on the PGA Tour, Patrick was already claiming to be a top 5 golfer, and this is before he had even played in a major, let alone won one. He wouldn't see that threshold until 2018, but early in 2013 and 14, again, made claims of being amongst the ranks of the top players in the PGA Tour, in the world. Ludicrous, but it speaks to his overambitious confidence that we've been seeing since his childhood days. This was one of the many incidents that rubbed his playing competitors the wrong way. In addition to wearing the red on Sunday, everyone knows that Tiger is the only one that can wear black and red on Sundays. It's just an unwritten rule, especially amongst this generation that came up watching Tiger dominate fields. The reverence is unmatched, and it's deserved at this point. So for Patrick Reed to buck that trend and receive pushback from his playing competitors, I think well fitting. If you ever happen to be one of the 5 people that frequent Patrick Reed's social media accounts, you've noticed that the comment section on his Twitter and Instagram page are all locked down. You can't comment. Only people that he tags and or friends are allowed to comment. I think this speaks to some of the hate that he's received over the years. It honestly speaks to his thin skin as well, that he has to lock down the comments. You don't typically see that amongst pro athletes. They either tend to just deal with it, go back and forth with the fans and the haters, or just totally ignore the comment section. It's not necessarily something that you have to involve yourself with. You post, you log out, and you move on. But there's just something that Patrick Reed takes personally from these comments. In addition to that, it is widely rumored that there's a Twitter account out there called @UseGolfFacts, and they tweet often about official world golf ranking points now that Patrick has moved over to Live Golf. Tiger Woods hate and being treated unfairly by the PGA Tour with scheduling and tee times. Again, it's widely rumored, not necessarily confirmed, that this is Patrick Reed's wife Justine behind this account, shadow tweeting and sticking up for Patrick Reed. Let me just tell you, there isn't any other account in this world defending Patrick Reed. Amongst other reasons to hate Patrick Reed is his recent move to Live Golf this year in 2022. You almost expected it, with Live taking on a lot of golf's villains, whether it be Bubba Watson, Kevin Na, Brooks Koepka. The list goes on of people who have rough reputation, and Patrick Reed fits right on in over there. So it's been an interesting move for him. Referencing some of the cheating incidents, it seems like a perfect fit for him to go over there with the sparse crowds that they're seeing in the Live Golf Tour. For him to kick a ball into the fairway, do what all the things that we suspect Patrick Reed of doing. Maybe he's found a home. He does speak to finding a comfort zone. I mean, hell, when there's only 5 fans following you or 5 haters, the heckling can only go so deep. And we've seen Live Golf get super aggressive about removing fans who speak out, especially while on the course.
Do it for the Saudi royal family!
One more time and we'll escort you out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Maybe Patrick has found his happy place on the Live Golf Tour. We'll see how long it lasts, but it has not contributed to people liking him more. Let's just say that. The last bit of screwball tactics from Patrick Reed is him filing a $750 million lawsuit here in Texas initially against Golf Channel, Brandel Chamblee, Shane Bacon, Eamon Leach, amongst many others, making the claim that there were false and reckless statements made about him as it relates to his cheating and reputation. Again, in the social media world and media world, conjecture is allowed. You're allowed to speak on things and comment and commentate. It's called fair use. And so for him to be going after these people, very interesting. It's also a small tidbit. When this case was originally filed in Texas, small world, this gentleman here is my uncle. He's Alfred Bennett, federal judge in the Southern District of Texas, took on this case. Also an avid golfer, rule follower. Let me just tell you, the man's so much a stickler for the rules that he disqualified himself in one of our family matches. So when it landed in his courtroom, I was already a bit concerned about where Patrick Reed was going to land, just because I knew the rules were going to be followed and he was in the courtroom of a man full of integrity. Patrick and his lawyers moved the case over into Florida, where he currently resides, and probably a more favorable courtroom to his case. Doesn't mean he's going to survive this at all or get what he's looking for in damages, but you know, he gives himself a better chance than what he would have done down in Texas. Going through all the many reasons that people just dislike Patrick Reed, and he's shown himself to be a horrible human being. Very hard to put yourself in his corner and side with him and take his side. I can't do it. I just cannot. After researching his family history and realizing some of the trauma that was put upon him by his dad and the pressure, I still can't figure out a soft spot for him. I feel like as an adult, it's on us to figure out how to fix our traumas and move on and be better people. Patrick has just separated himself and made himself a pariah. And honestly, it is what it is. It's the house that he's built. It is a glass house. Comment below if I've missed any other egregious violations from Patrick. I know there's some that just didn't have the same impact. I just wanted to hit the high points. Again, go back and watch parts 1 and 2 if you haven't done that. I do look forward to putting these all together in a long compilation of all the videos and just stringing them together. So sit back and wait for that. Go ahead and hit subscribe, lock in with me. We're going to drop content all winter going over how to improve your golf game in the off season, as well as just tips, tricks, shoe reviews. We're having a good time over here. Get in, join the community that we're forming over here. We'll catch you on the next one.